rice, or as we in South Africa, majority of us, or maybe specifically people from KZN, call it Mealie rice. I always hated it. I've never cooked it. But then as an adult, as you grow up, you realize the benefits of eating healthy. And Mealie rice is one of the healthy options instead of white rice. So yeah, that's what I'm making now. Mealie rice as an adult because of the low GI benefits. Many other benefits are listed now. Enjoy your Mealie rice. Maize rice, also known as corn rice or Mealie rice, offers several health benefits. Rich in nutrients, maize rice is a good source of essential vitamins and minerals. Low in fat and sugar. It contains very little fat and sugar, making it a healthier alternative. High in fiber. The dietary fiber in maize rice aids in digestion and helps maintain a healthy gut. Antioxidant properties. It contains antioxidants like carotenoids, which can help protect your cells from damage. Supports heart health. Regular consumption of maize rice can help reduce the risk of heart disease due to its low glycemic index and high fiber content. Diabetes management. Maize rice can be a good option for people with diabetes as it helps in controlling blood sugar levels. Energy boost. The carbohydrates in maize rice provide a steady source of energy, making it a great addition to your diet. Cooking maize rice, also known as Mealie rice, is quite simple and results in a delicious, versatile dish. Here's a basic method to get you started. Ingredients: 2 cups of maize rice, 2 tablespoons of margarine or butter, 1 teaspoon of salt, 4 cups of water. Instructions: rinse the maize rice. Start by rinsing the maize rice thoroughly under cold water to remove any excess starch. Soak the rice. Soak the rinsed maize rice in water for about an hour. This helps to soften the grains. Prepare the pot. In a large pot, melt the margarine or butter over medium heat. Add the soaked maize rice and salt, stirring well to coat the grains. Add water. Pour in the water and bring it to a boil. Once boiling, reduce the heat to the lowest setting, cover the pot, and let it simmer. Cook slowly. Allow the maize rice to cook for about an hour without stirring. This slow cooking process helps achieve a fluffy and grainy texture. Check and serve after an hour. Check the rice. If it's not fully cooked, you can let it simmer for an additional 15 minutes. Once done, fluff the rice with a fork and serve hot. Serving suggestions. With stews, maize rice pairs wonderfully with hearty stews or curries. As a side dish, serve it alongside grilled or barbecued meats. Cold or fried, you can also enjoy it cold, sliced into chips, or fried for a crispy snack. This method ensures you get a flavorful and satisfying dish every time. Enjoy your cooking. The perception of maize or Mealie rice as poor people's food often comes from its role as a staple in many low-income communities. Here are a few reasons why this association exists. Affordability. Maize and rice are relatively inexpensive and can be produced in large quantities, making them accessible to people with lower incomes. Historical use. These grains have been staples for subsistence farmers and rural populations for generations, often in regions with higher poverty rates. Nutritional perception. While they are essential for food security, maize and rice are sometimes viewed as less nutritious compared to more expensive foods like fruits, vegetables, and proteins. Economic policies. In many countries, the prices of maize and rice are kept low through subsidies and government programs aimed at ensuring food security for the poor. Despite these associations, it's important to remember that maize and rice are crucial for global food security and are enjoyed by people of all income levels. Do you have any specific thoughts or experiences related to this topic? The idea that maize rice is for poor people often comes from its affordability and widespread use in low-income communities. Here are some key points. Cost-effective. Maize rice is generally cheaper than other types of rice, making it a more accessible option for those with limited financial resources. Historical and cultural context. In many regions, maize has been a staple food for generations, particularly in rural and economically disadvantaged areas. Nutritional perception. While maize rice is nutritious, it is often perceived as less desirable compared to more expensive grains and foods. Economic policies. Governments often subsidize maize to ensure food security, which can reinforce its association with poverty. However, it's important to note that maize rice is a vital part of the diet for many people worldwide, regardless of their economic status. It plays a crucial role in food security and nutrition. What are your thoughts on this? Have you noticed any changes in how maize rice is perceived in your community? It's fascinating how food trends and perceptions can change over time. What was once considered offcuts or less desirable parts of the animal have now become sought-after delicacies. This shift often happens for several reasons. Culinary innovation. Many communities, including the colored, Indian, and Black populations in South Africa, have developed delicious and creative ways to prepare these cuts, showcasing their culinary value. Cultural appreciation. As people become more interested in diverse cuisines, there's a greater appreciation for traditional dishes that use these ingredients. Sustainability. Using the whole animal is seen as more sustainable and respectful, reducing waste and making the most of available resources. Economic factors. As demand increases for these once overlooked cuts, their prices rise. What was once affordable becomes more expensive as it gains popularity. It's a testament to the ingenuity and resourcefulness of those communities that turn these ingredients into beloved dishes. Do you have any favorite recipes or dishes that use these ingredients? Oxtail stew is such a rich and flavorful dish. It's amazing how slow cooking can transform oxtail into something so tender and delicious. The way the meat falls off the bone and the depth of flavor in the broth is truly special. Do you have a favorite recipe or way of preparing oxtail stew? Some people like to add vegetables like carrots and potatoes, while others might include beans or even a bit of wine for extra richness. I'd love to hear how you like to make it. Tripe, often referred to as inside meat, is another example of a once overlooked ingredient that has become a beloved dish in many cultures. It's the edible lining from the stomachs of various farm animals, and it can be prepared in a variety of delicious ways. In South Africa, tripe is often used in traditional dishes like magadu, a type of tripe stew, which is slow cooked with spices, onions, and sometimes tomatoes to create a rich and hearty meal. It's a dish that showcases the resourcefulness and culinary creativity of those who first started using it. Have you tried tripe dishes before? If so, do you have a favorite way to prepare or enjoy it? Trotters or pig's feet are another example of a once overlooked ingredient that has become a beloved dish in many cultures. They are known for their rich, gelatinous texture and are used in a variety of traditional recipes around the world. Here are a few popular ways to prepare and enjoy trotters. Braised trotters. Slow cooked with spices, vegetables, and sometimes a bit of vinegar or wine, braised trotters become incredibly tender and flavorful. This method is popular in many Asian cuisines. Pickled trotters. In some cultures, trotters are pickled in a vinegar-based brine, which gives them a tangy flavor and a unique texture. Trotter stew. Often cooked with beans, vegetables, and spices, trotter stew is a hearty and comforting dish that showcases the rich flavor of the meat. Barbecue trotters. Grilled or smoked trotters can be a delicious treat, often served with a tangy barbecue sauce. Soup or broth. Trotters are sometimes used to make a rich, gelatinous broth that can be the base for soups or sauces. Have you tried any of these preparations, or do you have a favorite way to enjoy trotters? Smiley, also known as scopo, is a traditional South African delicacy made from a sheep's head. The name Smiley comes from the way the sheep's lips pull back during the cooking process, giving the appearance of a smile. Here's a brief overview of how it's typically prepared. Cleaning. The sheep's head is thoroughly cleaned, with the fur singed off using a hot metal rod or flame. This step is crucial to ensure the head is ready for cooking. Boiling. The cleaned head is then boiled in a large pot, often with just salt, until the meat is tender and can easily be pulled off the bone. Serving. The head is usually served whole, and the meat is enjoyed by pulling it off with your hands. The cheeks, tongue, and eyes are considered the most flavorful parts. Smiley is enjoyed by many for its rich, meaty flavor and is a popular street food in South African townships. It's a great example of how traditional cooking methods can turn simple ingredients into something special. Have you ever tried Smiley, or is it something you're interested in experiencing? Yes, walkie-talkies are a popular street food in South Africa. This dish typically includes chicken heads and feet, and sometimes the intestines, which are cleaned, boiled, and often served with a flavorful sauce. It's commonly enjoyed with pap, a type of porridge, steamed bread, or samp. Have you ever tried them, or are you curious about other South African delicacies? Here are a couple of delicious chicken feet recipes you might enjoy. 1. Braised chicken feet. Ingredients: 2 pounds chicken feet, 1 tablespoon vegetable oil, 4 garlic cloves minced, 1 inch ginger sliced, 4 tablespoons dark soy sauce, 1 tablespoon oyster sauce, 1 tablespoon sugar, 1 can beer 12 ounces. Green onions optional for serving. Instructions: clean the chicken feet, rinse them under cold water and chop off the nails. Blanch, add chicken feet to a skillet or wok, cover with cold water and bring to a boil. Cook for 10 minutes, then drain. Braise. Heat vegetable oil in a skillet over medium-high heat. Add garlic and ginger, stir-fry for 30 seconds. Add chicken feet, soy sauce, oyster sauce, sugar, and beer. Simmer until the chicken feet are tender and the sauce is thickened. 2. Dim sum-style chicken feet. Ingredients: 500 grams chicken feet, 12 to 15 pieces. Oil for deep frying. Iced water for soaking the chicken feet. 1 thumb ginger. 2 scallions. 1 tablespoon Shaoxing wine. 2 garlic cloves finely chopped. 1 tablespoon fermented black beans. 2 fresh Thai chili peppers finely chopped, optional. 1 inch root ginger finely chopped. 1 tablespoon light soy sauce. 1/2 teaspoon sugar. 1/2 tablespoon debanjiang, optional. 1/2 teaspoon dark soy sauce. 1 cup warm water for braising. 1/2 tablespoon cornstarch. Instructions: prepare the chicken feet. Clean and blanch the chicken feet as described above. Deep fry. Heat oil in a deep fryer or large pot. Fry the chicken feet until golden brown, then transfer to iced water to soak for 30 minutes. Braise. In a pot, heat a little oil and add ginger, scallions, Shaoxing wine, garlic, fermented black beans, chili peppers, and ginger. Stir-fry briefly, then add the chicken feet, soy sauces, sugar, debanjiang, and warm water. Simmer until tender. Thicken the sauce with cornstarch if desired.